All right, I think we're live, guys.
So we think we're live.
Talk about running
We're
late.
live.
Better
live.
late than
We're live.
never,
We're live.
you
So
know.
if we're definitely live, somebody comment and let us know, because this is like, what are we, 10 minutes behind? Third try.
Listen.
We got rough internet down here at the fort. So
Yeah, sometimes the internet will mess up your life.
yeah, what a pain.
I guess this is the worst thing that we have to deal with today. We're okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah, we're back
Everything's fine.
back on track here.
All right, so
Welcome, everybody.
we are back. So I don't actually know, Jeff, do you have any of the stuff that we staged up? Or
We did a lot
Well,
of work this morning, but
listen,
it might have all deleted.
I do have a lot of the stuff staged up, except for the links, but I can get to that. Don't worry. We'll just
So
go ahead.
I'll
and
tell you
run
what we'll
it.
do. We'll just put these links in the comments eventually when we get a chance. But unfortunately, we got to kind of open a show with a little bit of a heavy heart.
Ooh.
You know, there's there's a couple of really bad things that happened over this last weekend, and there's not really any fun way to talk about it. But we do want to put those links in the comments. A bunch of young kids up in Kingman, unfortunately, were in a real bad accident. A couple of kids didn't make it.
It's
And,
really a parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's a parents' worst nightmare, and those kids were all integrated through that Kingman community. I knew a couple of their folks, and a couple of those kids that are in the accident that survived played football. I knew those kids from football, and so it's pretty rough. And then if we thought that wasn't bad enough, then another thing happens out in the valley the next day or 2 days later.
2
Yeah.
days later, yeah.
And I do have those links up in the chat for anybody that would like to donate.
Yeah, and so it's kind of cool. You get in those GoFundMe's, you see a lot of people are trying their best to help and this and that. But I know that it's really not going to do anything for the families in the big picture of things. But it will help them get through and deal with. Unfortunately, their lives are going to be put on pause. They're going to be stuck. They're going to be struggling to pay bills. They're going to be having medical bills pile up, all this other stuff. So if you are able. Check out those links if you're unfamiliar with those stories. I think Jeff has them on his news.
Yeah,
page.
and we
Go
also
check
have
them out.
we also have some people in the chat that are putting the links up as well. So we have some participation in
Thank
chat.
you
We are
guys.
live.
Thank you
Everything's good.
guys.
We appreciate it. It's good to know we're live too, so we're not talking to air.
All right.
So
I mean, we're pretty good at talking to ourselves, but we got a
Yeah,
little.
people liking us.
and the other thing is and I actually made a point of getting down to football yesterday. It's tough when you're out of season, you're busy at work. To go talk to those guys, and it's a tragedy. No one intends for these things to happen.
Yeah.
But all I ever ask people is just try to make smart choices so you find yourself less likely to be in those situations. There's no sugarcoating it. It's once it happens, there's no getting around it. So
Yeah, definitely life-changing for the families, for our community. Great time to have those conversations with your kids, your young adults.
And you hate to say it, but it always seems to happen around this time of year. Kids are kind of winding down the school year, getting ready to move on with life or get out of the school year. So just have that conversation and give those kids a shot. You know what I mean? So that's unfortunately the somber note we open on. But hopefully, we help raise a little bit of money for these guys, give them a little bit of support, and number one. Just let people know that, we care and we don't want to see it ever happen again. I mean, you can't ever avoid tragedy forever, but, we recognize it, we see it, hearts go out to you, but try to do the best you can, yeah.
I can't even, I've kind of been off Facebook since all that's kind of played out. I really am having a hard time even finding myself wanting to read or share, or it's just like, shock.
It's really odd. The one kid in Kingman we played football against in youth years and years and years ago, and then he pops up, Kingman. He went to Lee Williams. I just say all Kingman high schools are Kingman,
They're so separate.
But Lee Williams, and we played in one of these youth all-star games, and a bunch of the kids played with him. And you're like, oh, good kid, good athlete, yada, yada, yada. And then, you see something like this, and then you immediately relate it back to your kids. That's kind of the unfortunate side of it. So
Yeah. The older Mojave Valley situation, that gal was one of my cheerleaders. So, it's super close to home. Super sad.
Yeah.
A young baby also passed, and, one's fighting for his life or her life. So, prayers, money. I mean, it all helps. It's this time of need when our community.
You hate to say it, but that's really all you can do at this point. So if you're able, say a prayer, put a little something out there. Every little bit will add up. And I've seen a lot of people have donated, and a little bit can go a lot if everybody does something. So we'll move on from that. But by all means, check out those links. Take a second and have talk with your young people, Give them the information they should have. So
don't forget to say I love you. Don't forget to say you're proud of, husbands, wives, kids, families.
Couple fundraisers are showing up in the chat, guys. I didn't know about. Let's see, frozen yogurt and sports clips. Thursday and Kingman are holding an event. It also says that V&R Arcade is hosting a fundraiser for the families in Kingman. So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Very cool. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys sharing those things.
Please,
and guys, just cruise that chat and find something. Look, we know you can't make everything. You can't do everything, but find out what you can do and when you can make it and do what you can. And I'll tell you, the process is really rough. I mean, unfortunately, I think we've all dealt with tragedy. A couple of years ago, we dealt with, some tragedy a little closer to home. But you'll be amazed how much a little community and a little support and a little bit of, caring goes a long way for helping those people. So.
Yeah. Once again, I believe we'll see the community come together as always.
Yep, absolutely.
Woo.
So,
we did see the community come together. On a positive note, Mojave Sunrise Rotary had their big day in the park cleanup.
So
and there was over 50
we should talk about it.
There.
Where was it at?
Mojave Valley.
Mojave Valley Community Park. Melody,
yes!
Are you happy now?
Listen, we told Melody we'll talk about it if she gets us tacos. Did you tell her that part?
No, I didn't tell her that part.
Should have.
But if you can you wrangle up that picture of Mojave Valley Community Park, Jeff? Or
so
I apologize. I don't know what we lost.
They put the flag up,
died.
which was amazing. We have a new beautiful flag flying. There's 4 baseball fields out there, 2 football/soccer fields, 9-hole disc, golf, pickleball, 2 nice playgrounds. One is an ADA, so that is wonderful. And then guess what? Did you know that it's the largest dog park in Arizona? Did you know this? Huh. But, hey, congratulations to everyone that came out. Over 50 volunteers to help clean up the park, to get it ready. They flew the flag. That's pretty amazing.
Guys, I don't have it. It disappeared on us.
If you look on Mojave Sunrise Rotary page, it's there. It's pretty amazing. It's always nice to see 50 volunteers from schools, people in the community.
Yeah.
Wow.
Argana, do you have access to social media in general that you can pull up? Or
yes. What do you need?
Right now, not necessarily anything. But if you go to like Melody, I'm sure had a bunch of pictures. We could crash her social media and check it out.
Okay, let me check.
You'll never know what you'll find on Melody's social media.
No, listen, I want you to make sure you preview it before you put it up there, because Melody will be like, super wholesome community thing, and then like, I hate your face, So.
Okay.
No, the picture that Patrick Turco put up of her in his his door cam.
Absolutely.
So good.
Yeah,
I love it.
Absolutely.
Checking now.
No, but great events. So, again, so much going on in the community. A lot's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy heck. I feel like every single weekend I have
there was a big event in town last weekend when you can't drive down 95. Did you notice that?
No, I was not here.
Oh, my gosh. I was so irritated. I think there was a soccer tournament in town. Oh, I went to the Avi. I watched that Mario movie.
Was it good? I want to see that.
It was terrible.
Oh, come on.
Listen, it was absolutely terrible. It was so dumb.
Come on.
And the worst part is,
I was thinking it would be good, like that we could.
It got so much free pass from me because of like the nostalgia growing up on it, the music, like those parts were cool. And then you're like, this is terrible. I mean, there are little kids in the theater cheering, so it apparently wasn't for 40-year-old dudes. But
maybe you're too old to enjoy it.
I just don't understand. You spend billions of dollars on a movie, all right, hundreds of millions, and you couldn't get a writer? You couldn't have found a writer? Like, come on, man.
That is awesome.
So annoying.
Is this the picture you're talking about here?
Yeah.
Okay, got
Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a great addition. And
there's a video that you can watch.
Yeah, there we go.
Very cool. Look at the size of that flag.
Pretty cool.
Listen, for a guy who has to replace flags a couple times a year.
Yeah.
You know how much work this is going to be.
You know what stinks is you get one nasty storm out here in the desert,
Destroyed.
Done.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll take it up and down, though, right? They're not just going to leave it up, are they?
I
don't
would hope
know.
so.
How did they get the one calm day all year to not blow that flag?
I don't know. Look at this. That makes you stand proud for sure.
Little technical difficulty on the raising of the flag there. There we go.
Very cool. Well done, Mojave
Big
Valley.
donations by a lot of people in the community to make this happen. This stuff doesn't just happen. There's not money just flying around to get all
Come
these
on,
things.
Breeze. Where's the breeze? I feel like I'm watching a. Let's go. Where's the breeze?
We want the win right now.
All right. Almost to the top.
Almost there.
Little breeze up there.
Little breeze. Oh,
Woo!
Oh, come on.
Man.
It's trying.
you can do it.
There it is, all the way to the top.
Well, that's pretty cool. We got a lot of softball games going on out there.
Is that rotary flag up?
I believe it's hidden underneath. No, I don't know.
So
It is. It's
It's like
there.
a full-size
You just
rotary
can't-
flag,
there's not
and
enough
you
wind.
can't even see it underneath that
No.
American flag.
There's no wind to
Look
blow
at
it.
that.
So
Good
All right.
job, guys.
very cool, very well done. If you want to go to the Bullhead Chamber while we chit-chat, Arganda, I know Bo wanted to talk about some upcoming events. Was it the Taco Fest
The
2.0?
Taco Fest. Yes.
Every time I hear something like that, the first thing I think of is all the teachers who told me that you couldn't talk like that.
Don't say it.
Like, you can't use slang. You can't talk like that. And you're like, this is literally a business name now.
Yeah, these
so,
guys are pretty into it.
Yeah,
The
it's hilarious,
taco
right?
joint.
So, yeah, if you can
Delicious
find that.
tacos, though, by the
I
way.
do believe they still have some sponsorship opportunities. That is, I know he told me Wings of an Angel is a title sponsor. Is that what that says? Wings of an Angel is
Cannot
the
even
presented
see,
by.
I'm so blind.
I know. I blame the bright lights.
I am not that we're over 40.
No, definitely
it is.
not.
Is
Wings
it
of
fun
an
that I
Angel?
put you in like the over 40 category with
Well,
me
the
just
day
because
I
you're
turned
barely
40,
over 40?
every day after that was over 40. So
It is Wings of an Angel, guys.
And then looks like it's sponsored by our friendly neighbors down the road, Anderson Power Sports, Anderson Ford. Bunch of good dudes down there. And everyone loves tacos. So that's coming up on May 5th.
That'll
Is that-
be good.
Is that a special date?
Cinco de Mayo? I don't
Is
know.
that like a thing?
Oh, yeah. Is
I don't
it?
know.
I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
Well,
It's
listen.
just May 5th to me.
It's a
I don't
taco
know.
day.
This is what I'm going to tell you. We should be at state then, so I won't be here for that. Just so you, we will be at state then,
Did you just manifest?
manifesting it.
You should manifest a
Don't
state
make us
championship
look bad,
then.
boys. We better be going
Yeah.
to state.
I'd manifest a way higher. I'd be like, I'd manifest a Lamborghini. You know? Is
Can I have a Lamborghini, please?
that how manifesting works? I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know. I literally
Listen.
don't know.
Here I am today.
So I was brought up in a whole different world where they're like, if you want something, you need to go
Better
work
work
your ass
hard.
off for it. And I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh, you just got to pray to crystals or something. I don't know.
You just need
No
some
one told
crystals.
me.
You just got to
Huh.
talk about it.
Just make it work.
Listen, I'm glad you're on my page now. Come
Okay.
to the other side.
Listen, I just want some of that like good juju that you got going on. So I'm like, hey, keep working that crystal magic. Let
gonna
me get
keep
some of that good rub,
If Christy said crystals work, crystals work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, let's go. And some coffee. It never
yes.
hurts to throw some coffee in there.
maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, you need some
So
coffee in your life.
So my ex is working very hard on the coffee shop.
Do I get
And,
to try it first? Like, do we get to do the first community
Listen,
spotlight?
I'm trying not to muddy the water too much, but and I don't drink coffee, so she's all excited. She got this, badass espresso machine coming and some other thing, and she's like, I got this type of grinder, and I'm like,
Okay.
cool. Will you have bottles
Invite
of water
me
for me?
over. I'll
Like, I
come
don't
and be your
know.
tester.
Yeah, so when that comes about, I'm sure we'll do like a big fun VIP thing, and
Oh, VIP.
yeah,
That's me.
just for you.
It's a very important person.
VIP and just Christy shows up.
Showing up with Christy. Who
yeah,
knew?
Yeah.
This is all good.
Absolutely. So, Arganda, what do you have access to that we had before?
Well, we're hiring. That's important.
Yes.
We
This
are
is important.
hiring. Join
So,
our team.
This hiring phase is bittersweet because we are losing a couple people. We got some guys moving on, and every time that happens, what happens is then we promote. Like, for example, Tyler is leaving us. So,
Tyler.
unfortunately, we're losing one of our guys. We're super excited for him to move on and do his thing with his family, but that means someone's moving up. So that opportunity creates an opportunity, and then all of a sudden we're shorthanded and we need to hire some bodies. So if you are interested in and I'll tell you, there's a lot of jobs out there, and they kind of don't tell you what the deal is, but this is a job for somebody that's ambitious. You want to come in and you want to hustle and you want to work and you want to make some money. I promise you, there's a lot of minimum wage jobs out there. These are not them.
No.
If you want a minimum wage job, go do minimum wage stuff.
Yeah.
But this
you got to
is
be
great.
willing to grind.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for a young. I got started in the car business when I was 20 years old, and I made a pretty good living for a guy who never went to college, and
Yeah, look at you
I'm
now.
super grateful. But it was the opportunity that was given to me and what I did with it. And so if you think that sounds like you, there's another
Look at
great
our
example.
John.
There's an example.
Yeah,
Leadership
Johnny Wright.
Hall of Fame.
He came out of another industry, got started in the car business, and never looked back. And now he's one of our team leaders. He's one of our most solid players on the team. And he just graduated the Findlay leadership.
Look
so,
at that.
very cool. Congratulations, Johnny Wright. Great dude, and couldn't do it without him.
No.
He keeps Gonzo from being crazy.
Yes. He keeps Gonzo,
Gonzo
the
over
great
there?
great.
Gonzo, you over there?
You always need the sidekick. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I swear by it. Balance is part of the thing. And so someone actually paid you a nice compliment the
What
other day.
did they say?
Who did I see? I think I saw Jessie from the radio station. She's like, you remember you're doing radio on Thursday, right? And I said, no. I said, what? This Thursday?
Wait, Christy didn't text me about it yet?
And she's like, oh, I'm sure Christy will tell you. I said, I'm 100% sure Christy will tell me because I have no idea what's
I'll be like,
happening.
Monday. So we have a radio show on Thursday. Okay. Tuesday. So we have a radio show on Thursday. Okay.
So then Thursday morning,
I'm like,
I text,
7 a.m. We have to be at the. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I text, are we doing radio today?
Like this guy.
Yes. So, but anyway, that is kind of the benefit of a team, right? You have
Yes.
people kind of pick up
We're
your
a great
shortcomings,
team.
things like that. So, you're positive and have vibes, and I'm negative and bring you down. Is that it? Oh.
No. So you like to think that, but let's be honest. You have your own positive kick about you. It's just in
I
a
have my
different way.
They're just few and far
Especially
between,
on the
so.
field. If you've seen him on the field, there's no positive
I
going on
just
there.
scream
Just
a
kidding.
lot. That's the key. So
Pace.
you got to scream a lot. That's great coaching.
It's very
so.
important.
I don't know if you can get to the used car Instagram Argonda.
I have to get back to that, but before
That's okay.
that,
Oh,
let's-
you already got something staged up?
yeah,
Good man,
let's
good
plug
man.
this. Our TikTok channel. Let's plug it.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
So we have had a TikTok for a long time. We are Instagram junkies, so we are far more Instagram heavy. But Argonda is going to start being more active on TikTok. We're going to put some specials.
Let's go,
maybe
Jeff.
maybe a little bit more funny content. Since
Do you think that we could do?
we get away with more there?
Yeah, is that what
That's
happens?
what I hope. I'm hoping that no one who pays
Don't
attention.
tell the big guys,
Yeah.
and then we could just throw
So
some
listen,
crazy
all you
stuff
young
on
folk
there.
on TikTok, and I say young folk, everyone is on TikTok now.
Everyone is.
Don't tell our boss what's on
No,
TikTok.
we're gonna keep it quiet.
We're going to have a little fun with it, but check it out. And we also have a YouTube channel. I'd actually like to start putting some more informational type stuff on YouTube, but
You know that our shows are on YouTube.
yeah, we're just a couple of people, and it takes a lot to get some video production done. So.
It does. Jeff does a lot of good work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
we
you.
had Bo and Mike here and kind of watched his team do their thing, and Jeff was
Takes a lot of work. Yeah,
They
takes a lot
said
of
like
work.
it's a lot more than you think, and we're like, we know, we pat
Preaching
Jeff
to
on
the choir,
back.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to get to that used car center page because I want to talk about the deal of the week.
Sure. I
So
got
a
it.
lot of the time we pick kind of the deal where it's like, this sounds so mean, like it's a cheap car, like,
Yeah.
hey, here's this
Family
super
car.
affordable thing. This is not that. This is the bad boy.
This is the fun
Yeah,
one.
this is like all the guys over there call it the biggest bull in the barn when we get one of these types of trucks because big, heavy-duty truck, lifted. It's like new.
Listen.
Really, really a cool truck. And I'll be honest, yeah, there you go. So check this thing
Whoa,
out.
It's even got nice rims. It does have the
Yeah.
F word on it, though.
Yeah,
Not the bad F word, but kind
we'll
of.
put it on there if you want. I mean, whatever it takes to make a deal, guys.
You want it on there, we'll put it on there.
Yeah,
That's fire.
yeah.
It's a
so
high demand truck.
Yeah, check that out. And listen, if you shop for new trucks, these things are so expensive.
Yes.
Finding a used one like this is really hard, and it's already lifted. So if you find one, that is nice. Then you got to take it. You got to put it in a shop. It's going to be down for a week. Well, you get it lifted. You got to figure out what to do because you just trade in your truck.
Oh, those rims are cool.
So when you get one like this, it's very rare, and it's a good one to jump on.
Just in time for river.
It's always time for river.
Throw your boat behind that.
Great river truck. If you're going camping in the off season, if you're going hunting, whatever, it's kind of the upside of those trucks. If you need it for work, you can do everything with it.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is they're super nice now. Like back in the day, trucks were so rough.
Yeah, no, they ride nice. Well, and the truth of the matter is we have so much inventory. There's something for everyone out there.
Yeah,
Just
there's a
come see
better
us.
picture of it.
Woo.
I like to put those heavily filtered videos together,
Yeah.
But there's a great picture. Really nice truck. I think it's a 2022. Check it out, FindlayAZ.com, and one of our guys will give you the rundown on it. Or just comment, put a little comment in there, and somebody will answer you.
There's
Probably
a
our
lot
Grande.
of guys in there who are going to
Yeah.
answer you.
Yep, absolutely. So
Can we show one of the funny videos we did?
Yeah.
Or no?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so this is also on our Instagram page, and this was a video the guys did. Let me get it up here. It takes me just a second.
Oh,
Everyone be patient.
This one they
Just be-
kidnapped?
yeah. I love this one.
I've
This is-
watched it like 5 times.
So this is so funny because obviously it's done in humor, but
You mean we don't really kidnap people?
we don't really kidnap people. But some people feel like we kidnap people, and we don't. I promise you.
You know when you go to a dealership, sometimes you feel like you're kidnapped.
Yeah, they're like, they just wouldn't let me leave, and I'm always like,
You just
what do you
have
mean
to
they wouldn't
leave.
let you leave? They wouldn't let me leave.
Oh, this is so funny.
Oh,
I wouldn't-
let's get some volume. I guess the volume.
Yeah.
Really,
Oh,
sorry,
We
it's
got a lot of
loud.
volume.
It's got loud volume. I have no control.
Dude,
so
let's just point out that
funny.
he would not survive a horror movie.
I have no control of the volume. Sorry, guys.
This is hilarious.
I like the little touch of the lamp.
Yeah, the yellow light. It's so funny.
I'll get that for you right now. Okay. Just had a
Glass of water?
ask you a few things. So it doesn't seem like you got a car right now, right?
No.
No car.
Where am I?
Come to the used car center. Man. For Mojave,
Okay.
where there's no city sales tax.
Okay.
Look at that.
Shout
no
out,
city
no city
sales
sales tax.
tax.
Car, truck, SUV.
Genius, George.
Cool. All right. Well, where do you work at?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. How long have you been there?
About 2 years.
2 years.
All right.
Oh, anything we're
History
doing.
of work.
Anything better than walking, right?
That's right.
All right. Cool. Now I'm gonna go get you that glass of water now. All right.
Okay.
Okay. 2017 Nissan Sentra. Will this do for you?
Oh,
Perfect.
Here at Findlay Used Car Center, we'll even come pick you up.
we'll even come pick you up.
Yes.
Oh my God, you got to give that, George.
That was a good one.
That was good. That
Very
was
fun.
entertaining.
Yep, absolutely.
I just had to play it.
Yeah, a lot of fun, and I still like from our side. I was first thing I said, "Do you think people are gonna think we're gonna kidnap them?" They were like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm just saying, man. People
just
always
saying
think it's
we're
like a
we might be putting out the
interrogation when you buy a
wrong-
car, and like we don't want it to be. It just
Happens.
people feel that way, and so I didn't
Yeah.
want to point out too much.
No, it was funny.
Yeah.
I
Very
watched
funny,
it a few times.
and,
I think I've shared it probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and those guys did a good job being good sports. I just laugh how he just went straight to the dirt as soon as they chased him. I'm thinking, you're gonna have to drag me down. I'm not
No,
going to
I'm
the
not
dirt.
going
Yeah, that's not
nicely.
happening,
Look
so.
at this car. Woo,
The
buddy.
Blazer.
So I took a picture of this while Mr. Costa was doing a delivery. I'm not sure who sold it, but shout out to whoever sold this
Oh,
thing.
it's already
But,
gone?
Yeah, super sharp RS Blazer. Literally came in and went out.
They're sharp looking.
But they came back for the delivery, and I was kind of thinking about it like, man, I hear a lot of people say they buy a car and then they are frustrated or they never use a thing or they don't know how to use it or they don't know what that is. And we got a guy who does
guy?
the whole thing. And he was in there for longer than I was willing to wait for him to talk to him. I sat there for like 10
Well, he
minutes and I was
teaches you
like,
how to use your car, and you think that's kind of silly to say, but the
Yes.
truth of the matter is, everything that you can do, you don't know unless you are taught.
so hilarious old man story. Me and my son switched cars the other day.
Oh, no,
I
were
had to
you
get it-
lost in his...
No. He's like, Dad, why isn't your whatever set up? And I was like, I don't know. I don't use that stuff, son.
That stuff.
I definitely use a different word. I said, I don't use that stuff, son. He said, why? It does this, it does that. And I just thought, dang,
I don't know.
kid, I work here. I've had like 10. This is his first car, and he knows all this stuff. And I just thought, that's why we have Costa.
That's why we have Costa.
That's right.
Costa knows all that stuff. Will show you how to use your car. And when you pay all that money for a car, it is so much more enjoyable when you realize what you're paying for. When you have stuff and you trade it in, you're like, oh, you never used that in the entire time you own the car.
Yeah, it is so true.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's pretty funny.
I mean,
so.
they pretty much drive themselves these days, these cars.
Yes, and I'm not trusting that. I'm not doing it.
I don't. Listen, I'm a woman driver. I will say I am not a great driver. So if it helps me, I'm in.
I'm not doing it.
My
Well, you
little
drive a big
bleepers that
truck,
tell me
then.
something's
So I
beside
have,
me, very important in
I
my
have
life.
the thing that like slows you down automatically when
Oh.
someone pulls out in front of
Yeah,
you, which
that's a
I'm
pain.
sure would be great and a lifesaver at times. However, when I am mad someone pulled out in front of me and I want to pull up
You just wanna
just
get
enough to let
closer,
them know that
and it
I'm not
won't let
happy
you?
that they did that, it won't let me.
It's because it's like Findlay.
Oh, it makes me
No
so
tailgating.
mad.
Don't do it.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
Sometimes when I'm driving and someone makes me mad and I want to like give them the bird, I'm always, they're gonna know I'm.
They're
from
like, hey
Findlay.
guys, I saw Chrissy from Findlay. She flipped me off.
Literally goes through my mind. I'm
Like,
always like,
hey, you're Christy from Findlay. And you just see
And
your
I'd be
hand
like-
come out.
and
Yeah.
Hi.
That's funny.
yes.
So you know what's funny? I had a weird moment the other day. I saw someone looking at me, and I was like, your old instinct is like, what are you looking at? Like, what is your problem? And I thought, God, they can know me from here or here or here or here. And I just went,
How you doing?
Totally. Well, look at when we were walking through the schools. They're like, "Are you here to do a spotlight on us? Oh,
Yeah.
teacher spotlight. What are you guys doing?" It's a
kinda
little
cool.
funny.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, you're well known around here
just
now,
makes
guys.
me
so
be nicer. So good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Public
Winning.
You don't have a choice, huh?
public pressure, peer pressure got me. So
Peer pressure got me.
Well, how about some update on the buildings? Let's do
Let's-
that. You
Yeah.
want
oh
to
my
talk about
gosh,
that?
this is
Here's
so
the start.
wild.
So
Go ahead,
obviously we
Jane.
started off with just a dirt lot.
There it was.
I mean, it seems like yesterday we started.
Yeah.
And I was laughing so hard. So we went obviously from there. They started putting in some, little footprint of this thing.
Shout out to Burrite. I mean, he is killing it out there.
Yeah, he's definitely like, they don't pay me for how long this takes. I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah.
But he's up in that heavy machinery.
Well,
that
that is the.
We have two
that's pretty
videos to
cool
show.
to
It's
see
so
the
funny.
owner. I mean, he's out there grinding.
He's hustling and
Yes.
he's sitting up in that thing and he's barking orders down. And
Love
I
it.
was like, it's a hustler.
Hustler.
Yeah.
And here's an overview of.
Not often do you see the owner out there grinding with everyone,
Yeah.
hands in the dirt.
You can see
Yep.
the construction work that they've done. This was taken yesterday, so
Yeah, so we're super excited. It's coming along. We know it's super irritating that our little road there is shut down. You essentially just can't get back there, but bear with us. It'll all be better when it's done, and a little bit of growing pains.
A little bit of growing pains. It'll
Yeah.
bring jobs.
Absolutely.
Jobs are important for our town.
Absolutely. Jobs are important, and again, it's probably because I've worked at Findlay for a really long time, is it's going to be better for our customers. Like,
Yeah.
it's better for our customers, then they get in faster, they get out faster, they're back in their cars. We can provide more service to people.
Yeah.
I always tell a story, when we first started, we were happy to sell 50 cars a month. And if we sell 50 cars a month, I think everyone's getting fired.
Yeah. None of us have jobs.
So we sell about 150 cars a month now, and all of that takes more inventory, more space, more service bays,
Service, yeah.
more used car techs, and you can't do it without it. And then, look, we can fight it all we want, but electric cars are coming.
They're coming.
They're coming. Now you may never buy one, but somebody who does needs to get that thing serviced, and
Yes.
so we have to be able to provide that service. So this facility will give us all those options. So
that's
Yeah.
cool.
super exciting. Yep.
Cool stuff.
The town is growing. We're growing with you.
Yeah, we're hiring, so come on in and
Yeah.
apply.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, we are hiring for service positions. We are hiring for customer service positions. And we have a couple of unique jobs. Obviously, a sales rep is kind of self-explanatory, but our service and sales BDC agents are really a unique part of our team.
Yeah.
They do a really good job, and they basically hustle up business all day, every day.
Yeah.
Email, call, text. They don't necessarily go out and interact with the people in person as much, but they are your point of contact for 80% of your process. So
Yeah. So really, whether you want to be front faced with customers or behind the scene, there's a lot of different opportunities.
And I'll tell you, the best part about all those is there's opportunities to earn more money. So
Yes.
everything we have is essentially some type of a tiered pay system. where if you come in and you do a good job, you will get more money. You will get paid to do your job, but there are bonuses, there are incentives, there's all kinds of things.
Yeah, and we'll train on the job. You know, a lot of the tech positions, you get trained on the job, and you can build your own
Go as far as you want.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's cool to watch
Absolutely.
them come in as, you know, out of high school and doing oil changes, and then be able to be diesel techs or,
Yeah, it's
you know.
it's wild, especially you know, like Doug is a great example. Doug was already a high-end mechanic when we got him, but like he has evolved from kind of the dude who just did his own thing and minded his own business
Yeah.
to essentially, you know,
Right.
kind of being the lead in the whole shop. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you know that
And he's,
doesn't.
you know, has a family now. Like, he's
Yeah.
really grown.
Like, you know, you could have stayed in that one thing forever and just turned the wrench and made your money and been happy, but he has chosen to kind of embrace a bigger role and have a little more active, you know, say in how our shop runs. So
Yeah.
there's opportunity all over. We'd love to give you a shot. So apply online. Go to findlayaz.com. I am old school, so if you show up in the dealership, I would not be mad. Shake your hand, tell you to fill an application, and then
As
I'd
you know,
send
we
you
love
to the
to talk to
website.
people.
Yeah, so I know I'm not. I hate the internet. I'm so sick of it.
I know.
I knew I'd been on the internet too long yesterday when I was scrolling through and I found midget versus fat people soccer.
Oh boy.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Like
You've been on
literally,
it too long.
I put it on my story. I didn't even know it was a
You
thing.
shared it.
And
What's wrong with this guy?
who
don't know.
come up with this idea? They're like, listen, I need 5 really heavy dudes to go play 5 little guys, and then they
Make
recorded
a video.
Talk about
Oh.
this is the stuff we got to put on our TikTok.
Yeah.
It's
We gotta
hilarious.
support
Listen,
everybody.
it's pretty funny, and I'll be honest. The one big guy, he kicks the hell out of this ball, and this little goalie blocks it. It's so funny.
You mean he
And now I
didn't go
just gotta go
flying?
watch your page to find it.
Oh, it's so inappropriate. I think I deleted already. Like,
Do you think that that's? I mean, look at it's so easy to get lost in that world, especially after a day of craziness, right? Like you're just it's long,
So we
it's
were
hard,
talking
you're
about
tired,
yesterday,
and you're
we're
just
like-
ding ding ding, and you just laugh.
we're
and-
just out here trying to promote our dealership and our people, right? And then you're like, hey, there's Findlay, and then your next scroll is like midget soccer.
You're like,
Like, what are you supposed to do
"Yeah!"
with that? You know, I don't even want to get
You
into
share
some
it.
of the.
You definitely share
Listen,
it.
there's some sketchy stuff out there too. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that, but holy cow!
Listen, no sketchy stuff comes on mine, okay? I don't
No.
know what you're looking at.
I could show you, but we would definitely. I mean, I think Facebook would allow it. It's pretty sketchy, but I'm sure Tony would frown upon it.
No, there is some things you're
Heavily
like,
frowned
what is
upon.
wrong with people?
It's insane. Absolutely insane.
Do you ever go through your family member stuff and you're like, these, like, I'm not even claiming you?
So, fun fact, I think I only follow my brother on social media.
Fun fact, I don't follow a lot of mine as well, but my daughters were in town and they showed me. I was just like, oh, we aren't claiming that family.
You're like, oh,
Yeah,
and
I don't
now
think they
know
should follow
why.
me either. Like, I post all kinds of bizarre stuff. My little nieces and nephews add me, and I'm like,
no,
you know,
delete.
you catch me in a bad
Maybe
mood, and I'll share
after
some
you
really
graduate.
weird stuff, and I'm like, 2 hours later, I'm like, oh, that's a bad
I
idea.
did.
Delete.
Probably should delete it.
Absolutely. So, if you ever see my, late in the day crazy, and I'm like in the morning, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go face Christy. I said,
I just saw someone, there was something on Facebook, and then later on, probably like 3 hours later, you see an apology like, I got caught up in the moment. I shouldn't have called. And I was like,
Yeah. Good for
Pause
you.
before you post is what I
Yes.
always say.
And listen, I'm gonna admit right now that is the stuff I do post, not the stuff that I type up something. I'm like, oh my god, don't do that. So.
Take it off.
That's a whole different. That's a burner account, Christy. You're not supposed to see that.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we talked about it the other day, and it's just, the internet went from like pretty obscure to mainstream to it's full blown off the rails now. The stuff that I see. So I tell my son, I said, son, the stuff that you see on your regular Instagram would have been mind blowing to me in the 90s.
So it's so funny that you say that because I just took a trip with Mitchell and he was listening to these podcasts and I'm like, this is what Shane's always talking about. And the funny thing about it is it was all about that what is so normal and natural for our kids and ourselves now would have never happened in our life. So now we're desensitized to guns and shooting and this and that because they're playing it on games, they're watching it on TV.
So I'm of the generation when Mortal Kombat came out, parents freaked out.
Yeah. But now it's
Because there's a
every
little,
single thing.
like, really bad-looking blood, and, like, people got their heads ripped off. Like, yes, the lizard man's head was ripped off. Like, it's not that.
Now it's just normal.
And, yes, that's mild, Like,
This
it's
is what
super
our
wild.
kids are watching. At like 2 years old, our kids at 2 years old are,
So I almost had a meltdown at the Mario movie, by the way.
do tell.
So I'm sitting there, right? And I go in, and we sit down, and this little kid got his damn phone out. Movie's going, and he's just playing some baseball game. And I'm like, bro, what kind of movie for you? What do you think? And like, he didn't even have the brightness down or nothing. And I could see his mom like telling him, hey,
Get
put your
off.
phone away. Put your phone away. And I was like this far away from going down being,
Smacking
listen
him
to
on
your
the head.
mother. Like, I was so mad. You don't listen to your mother and throw that phone through the screen. Like, my daughter is the best. Because my son would have probably encouraged that. He'd be like, yeah, what a little jerk. Get him, Dad, And my daughter's like,
sit, Dad.
Relax, Dad.
Sit.
It's okay.
Sit.
She knows. She'll like tell me, relax. It's okay.
She's probably like this. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
My poor daughter.
Yeah.
She's super
No.
sweet.
Are you kidding me? She's as sarcastic as
Oh
you.
no.
She is.
But she's
on
just like
point.
me. She is just
On
like me
point.
because I would tell someone else to calm down. But you can't tell me.
Tell
to
me.
calm down. Like,
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah.
She makes me laugh.
yeah, she's wild.
Her and Costa. Costa was trying to be funny with her, and she was just like,
She
yeah,
looked him right in the eye.
no. Carry on.
I love it. So
Oh
funny.
man.
Well, I think
it's
we got
Tuesday.
through. I think we got through everything that we planned.
Well, listen, we had a nice organized show planned for everybody, and
Our internet went out.
Then the internet went out, and then we had to restart everything up, and then we lost all the stuff we had. So we
So-
appreciate you bearing through a
Thank you
little
for
bit of a
showing
rough
up.
show. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Follow us on all those social medias, whatever yours is. We're going to start putting more stuff out there.
Watch for our
And,
TikToks. Where's Lisa? She was the best at the TikToks.
She was the best. She had the one that had like 4 million views or something.
Well, it was everyone dropping it like it's hot. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. We talk about trash on the internet, and then we're here's all of our guys.
Here's our
You know?
guys. Hey guys, we're hiring. We have cars to sell. Come see us. We're always here.
Now we
Just
went
to-
so long, I'm ready for lunch. Let's go eat.
Let's go eat. Have
Without
a good day.
Melody. If
Happy
she's not
Tuesday.
watching, she's not getting food.
Uh-oh. No Taco Tuesday
If
for
she
Melody.
texts-
Tacos. She's like, where are we going?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good
All
day,
right, guys.
guys. Thank
Take
you
care.
for being patient with us today.